So in this video, I would like to show you how to edit and create new pages and posts using the default WordPress block editor. So we see here my sample website, and this is the vanilla WordPress install, and it doesn't have very much in it other than a sample page and my new page and a sample blog post. So in my last video, we talked about the difference between pages and posts. Let's go and see what it's like to create a new page. So we go up to the admin dashboard. We're logged in as an admin. And right up here, it says plus new, and you can choose, I want to make a new page. Immediately, the editor shows you any layout patterns that are available from your theme. And we're using the WordPress default 2025 theme. And so there are a number of layouts to choose from here. I'm going to keep it simple and close out and create a rather blank new page. So the title here is my page. And then you put your cursor in and type / to choose the style of content that you would like to put into your page. I would like to put in a heading. So here's my heading. Main topic. And then I will click on this plus to have a search option to choose what kind of content there. And I want to put in a paragraph. We can put in another heading when we're done with that. And let's put in a quote. And then another paragraph. And that's enough for some sample content. So while I've been making this content, you might have noticed over on the right-hand side, there is a sidebar. And so whenever you're working in these content areas, there's going to be properties that you can adjust and style over here on the right side. And this all depends on your theme and what your theme provides. We have default styles selected here, but I can make this a subtitle or a display or an annotation, and we'll just go back to default. So that's an example of the kind of thing that you can adjust, and you can go down here and experiment with your content to see what is right for your page. So when we're ready to save and publish, what we want to do before we click that button up there is flip on over here to the Page tab in this right-hand sidebar. This will give you better publishing options. So you can edit the status, whether it's a draft, pending, private, all of these things. You can set password protection here. You can set the publish date to be immediately, or you can choose a date in the future. You can change the slug of your page, and this slug becomes part of your URL. So it's your domain name /slug, basically. So if you need this to be different from the title of your page, you can change it right here. And typically the reason why people might do this is for search engine optimization. The author can be can be edited here. Sometimes an admin isn't actually the author of a post, so you can set up users with the designation as author so that everybody gets credited in their byline. And then you can choose template options. Pages will very often have different templates designed for them in the theme. And so depending on your theme, you could go here and see how you might want to edit your template, change your template, or create a new one. These are comments, and discussion is generally closed on pages and is often more appropriate to open on posts. But you do have the option to open comments on your pages. And then the parent, this is the hierarchy. So if this page is actually sub-content or a child of a main menu item, you can set that here. And I'll set this as the child of my new page. So now we are ready to publish, and we go up here to the publish button, and it will publish immediately. It gives you a great option to double check your settings. All right, so it's now live, and there's a button right here, View Page. We can see what this looks like. So it doesn't look too different because our theme is not that fancy, but we are looking at the page as your website visitors might see it. And now if we look up to the main menu, you'll note that my new page now has a child item of Here is my page, which is what we just created. And we had set that as the parent. And so this is what that does, is it puts it into the menu for you. So if you wanted to edit this page again and you're on the page, you can click Edit Page and you'll go back to the edit screen. Or if you're not on the page already, you can go to your admin dashboard, find Pages, All Pages, and then click Edit right here. And you'll get back to the page. So that is how to create new pages and how to edit pages. And we'll just go back to the home page. So now we'll look at how to create new and edit posts. And most of it is the same. So we'll start here, new post. My new post. I'm very creative with my name. And then the content is very similar. So now we have some content in there. And so just like with pages, you will see your options here on the right-hand side for different ways to style your content. And so just like with pages, we have the post tab in the sidebar here. And this gives us more options to set for the behavior and hierarchy of the post. The first one that's different from pages is add an excerpt. And an excerpt is what you would see on, say, your landing page for a river of news, for instance, for your news updates. So the excerpt would be that little teaser that you see with the title and the date and like maybe an intro paragraph. This is what that content would be. And WordPress will make the first so many characters of your content into the excerpt, but you can set a manual excerpt right in here. The reason why you might want to do that is to make sure you get all your SEO keywords in there. So status and publishing and slug and author is all the same. The template is a little different because now we have single posts. And post templates are not quite the same as page templates because they are organized in a different way. Here, discussion is open because it's a post and we want people to comment on it. And now down below, we see categories and tags. The first default category that every WordPress website has is uncategorized. We can add a new category that says demo content. So I can add that right in this new post and then it selects itself. Or we can add categories again in the admin dashboard. But it's very nice that we can add them as needed in the post edit screen. You can either choose an already available category here or add a new one. Tags is very much the same, and you would add them separated with commas or with the enter key, as it says here. A tag might be sample, example, or vanilla. So now I've added these tags. If we close this and open it again, we can remove a tag or add a new one. So I'll go ahead now and publish this post. And it gives us, again, the option to double check our settings and make sure we really want this to be public and available immediately. And we do. So we'll click publish now. And like we did before, we're going to go to view the post. So now we see my new post and the byline here as set. Demo content, that was our category. And here are our tags that are styled underneath it. So how do we go and find this new post when we're on our website? Because we have the post landing page set as our home page, in this demo site, we'll click on the title of the site. We have the two posts that are organized in order that they were created, with the newest first. Then we can click back into the post and look at our category. So this category will list all the posts in that category in the same way. We'll go back in here and click on a tag, and we'll see that that will also list your post in that same way. And so those are a few examples of how you can create and edit a post in much the same way that you can create and edit a page, and the ways that you can interact with it and find it in your site. And since we have comments open, I'll just scroll down and let you see the default comment section. You might moderate the comments, or they'll just appear underneath your posts immediately. I hope that was helpful for you. Now you know how to edit pages and edit posts and where to find them once they exist.